WNBA star Sabrina Ionescu. She's here with Michelob Ultra. First of all, give me your impression, because I've done this 10 times. Give me your impression of NFL Super Bowl Radio Row.
Yeah, this is something obviously I've never come to. So
Yes.
This is the first time. Took a lap around this place just to be able to see what it looks like. And it's amazing. First off, seeing so many people that I'm always watching on TV in person, seeing a lot of former NFL players. My husband saying hi to some of his former teammates.
You go.
So it's been really cool to just be around. But this is amazing, and it's awesome. It's here this entire time.
What's been your favorite run-in so far, whether it's here or just on the street or anything like that with an NFL person?
I don't think I've had it yet,
Okay.
but
Just keep walking
I
around.
think I'm going to keep walking and see if I see someone I know really well. But
Yeah.
it's been cool to just kind of take this all in and just see kind of what goes behind the scenes to what you end up seeing on social media and on TV.
Tell me your level of football fandom. Obviously, you went to Oregon. You're going to be a Duck. We're going to talk about that in a second. You're going to be a Duck for life. But obviously, you married a former football player. What's your on Sundays? Are you dialed into the NFL?
Yeah, we're definitely dialed in. I would say before I got married, it wasn't what it is now. Now I feel like I know play calls.
Yep.
I know schemes, coverages. I used to test him on a lot of them when he was learning new playbooks. So
Oh, really?
I'm getting there, but yeah, definitely, especially college football, NFL. He's really big on watching all that, knows personnel, teammates.
Yeah.
So definitely more of a fan now than I was before.
I'm curious if you, in that process, you learned to appreciate something about football that you didn't before.
100%. Before I didn't know everything that went into it, and now, especially after my husband's a center and having to understand what they need to orchestrate to be able to just make the whole thing go. You need everyone on the same page or it doesn't work. And so the amount of work that they put in, they have start at 5, 6 a.m., they go all day,
Crazy.
meetings on meetings, where basketball's in and out in 2 hours. So it's definitely kind of helped me appreciate the game and what these players go through a lot more.
When you're at something like this, and just such an explosion of marketing and corporate America and all this stuff, is there anything where you look at the NFL and say you'd love the WNBA to try to replicate blank, as far as just the spectacle that happens here, and knowing full well the insane growth of the WNBA the last few years?
I'd say the storytelling.
Yeah.
I feel like the storytelling in the NFL, from just an individual side, but to a team side as well. Obviously, the tradition and history of football runs so deep, and we're not there yet, obviously, with a much newer league. But I would say to be able to see how many alums and veterans and ex-NFL players have such stories to tell, and then start podcasts of their own, and kind of give back to those generations of players who are now playing, is something that hopefully the W will continue to do as well.
I'd like to ask this question of football people, and I actually just did with Greg Olson, but I want to ask you, if you could wave a wand and have anybody, the general public, the media, whatever it is, understand something with the WNBA, what would it be? If you could just implant it into their brains and all of a sudden they understand it when we talk about the sport, what would that be?
It would be probably just that, because we don't dunk a basketball on the regular doesn't mean that the game it's not a different game.
Right.
We're continuing to play the game at the same level. The schemes are the same. The verbiage is the same. The way we guard a pick and roll, the way you read the pick and roll, everything's the same. And I think, I would say not everyone really understands that. I think they think that we don't know what we see out there. And for us, it's we're training with those same guys. The coaches are coming from the NBA to the WNBA side, and it's the same thing. So I would say that's something.
Tell me the blueprint for the Oregon Ducks to win a national championship in football. They got to get over the hump. It didn't happen this year. Explain to me how it happens in the next few years.
Yeah, obviously really sad this year, but I think this will motivate them.
There you go.
Obviously a team that was undefeated all year, you kind of have that target on your back, and I think going through what they did, this year and not wanting to be their goal and not getting it is only going to motivate them, and I'm excited. I think next year is going to be a scary team for Oregon for sure.
I generally agree with you. Is there a football player whose mentality or play style you appreciate?
Josh Allen, because my husband is good friends with him, but always talks about what a great person he is, a competitor, and so I would say Josh Allen.
And the way he plays is just amazing to watch.
Yes.
I always say it's Mahomes too, but you take a screen grab of a play and say, how does this end? And you have no idea.
No idea. He's just it's art. Yeah, it's art.
It's impossible. All right, we do something called badasses, and for football players, it's a football player, but for you, obviously, it could be a basketball player. It's the most badass teammate you've ever had. Someone tough, gritty, plays through anything, scores in impossible situations, whatever it might be. Who's your badass?
Breanna Stewart, because she's my teammate now, and obviously has won many championships, and I continue to kind of learn from her. So I would say my teammate.
What's the most badass thing you've ever seen her do?
Probably just score 40 so effortlessly.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, especially when you're a teammate. And we do one thing called one rep back. And it's when it's a football player, we say, all right, you get to take one play of your career, get to redo it, do it over again, just one shot, differently, not necessarily better or worse, whatever, but just you get to, hey, do a different strategy on this. What play are you reliving doing differently?
That's a good question. It would probably have to be like in game 4, we lost by like free throws this year. Had to force a game 5. Thankfully, we won. But I would say it would probably be not getting called for a box out foul that led to 2 free throws, which ended up losing us the game.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Sorry to bring that up.
It's okay.
Yeah. Tell us what you're doing with Michelob Ultra.
Well, first here on Radio Row, talking about the commercial that I was able to do with Randy Moss for the Super Bowl, and it being my first Super Bowl commercial. So really excited to be able to partner with them on that. It was an amazing photo shoot that we did together in a commercial shoot with Randy Moss playing pickleball. So it's really fun to kind of live that out now in real time after being able to be on set with him.
Was Randy amazing?
He was really good at pickleball.
What?
Yes, he was really good. I wasn't sure what to expect because he's a little older.
Yeah.
He was really good. We got very competitive.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so explain the Randy Moss Sabrina pickleball matches. Like, give me the story and what that looked like, just so I can see it.
Well, you know, we were supposed to show up and be as competitive as we could be on set, trying to win, and that was kind of the whole point of the commercial shoot. And we were trying to win. We were trying to win every set, and even as competitive athletes, we weren't as good as we thought we were. But I think there's always room for improvement. But it was a really fun shoot. Obviously, we're both really competitive in our respective sports, and to be able to kind of show up in a commercial on a pickleball court and continue to embody that was really exciting.
Wow. Randy Moss, pickleball legend. Thanks, Sabrina.
Thank you.